I've noticed that the longer I play RuneScape, the more psychotic and masochistic my playstyle gets over time. I locked myself in a swamp for 3 years and 5,000 hours of my life. My current series unlocks tiles one at a time for every 1,000 XP I gain, and at first glance you might not fully understand just how ridiculous today's concept is. It's an idea I've been sitting on for a year now, playing RuneScape without trading, without banking, and with only one inventory slot. One slot determines your entire landscape of possibility. It's your whole lifeline. You have nothing else. Most actions in this game require 2 inventory slots to do. Fletching a log, catching a fish, making a potion, buying an item from a shop. 2 inventory slots required. So how in the hell does an account like this function? Can you even play RuneScape like this? Unfortunately, the answer is yes. 1 year ago, I reached out to the creator of RuneLite. I wanted to know if a plugin could be made for this challenge. An inventory has 28 slots. I didn't just want to fill my inventory with 27 items and be like, hey guys, I'm only gonna use this one slot. No, I wanted this to feel real. I wanted 27 unusable, undroppable spaces, clearly visually represented. The inventory interface is one of the oldest interfaces in this 22-year-old game, and at the time, coding the plugin just didn't seem like it was possible. But with the rapid development of RuneScape plugin tech, 1 year later, it's been done. So with a 300-hour grind that I'm currently doing on my Tileman account, I'm being put in the perfect position to do something stupid on the side, and here I am, feeling like a kid again, waking up on Christmas morning because I'm about to feel truly helpless on RuneScape for the first time in a long time. This is the best worst name for a character ever. I know exactly what Richard Tape should look like. If the coach had just put me in fourth quarter, god damn, we would have won state. This plugin is so good, man. I can't interact with any of these spaces. I am 1000% stuck, and there's no chance of me using a second inventory slot for anything. Such an incredible plugin. Oh, Tileman in the wild, huh? Richard Tape is watching you. Richard Tape is embarking on a journey where the odds are completely stacked against him, so fittingly, this entire journey has just one very relevant sponsor, longtime author and RuneScape player Michael R. Miller and his incredible book series, Songs of Chaos. If you liked Aragon as a kid, I really think Songs of Chaos is a perfect match for you. Michael R. Miller has built this world that gives me the same sense of nostalgia that playing RuneScape does, and that's a really special feeling. The series follows Holt Cook, and he's just a young guy born into mediocrity. He's not destined for greatness. In fact, the only thing he's destined for is a life of servitude, just like all of his ancestors, but he defies everyone and everything to save the life of a blind dragon, and together they're gonna have to do their best Daredevil impression while fighting off horrifying threats and learning terrifying secrets about the dark and twisted world they live in. The entire series is available on Audible, narrated by the very talented Peter Kenny, who also narrated the Witcher series. You can get the first book for 1 Audible credit. That's 18 hours of listening, and that's such great value. If you have an Audible credit lying around, you know where to use it. Click the link in the description, go grab it on Audible. I know you're gonna get invested. You're gonna love it, so why not just give it a listen at this point? You'd be doing me a massive favor because it's so nice of Michael R. Miller to sponsor the entire Richard Tape saga, so please go give it a look. And now back to 1 inventory slot. Okay, first order of business. What happens when I try to claim my free runes here? Ooh, so where do the air runes go? I thought they'd be on the floor, but I literally just don't receive them. What happens if I drop the mine runes and try to claim... Nothing. I literally just don't get any air runes. That's so interesting. Mine runes buy for 1 coin, but oh my god, I can't sell them. I forgot. I don't have a second inventory slot to receive the coins. I can't even sell the runes for anything. If that's not the epitome of this account and its future, I don't know what is. This is gonna be rough. I mean, I can't even like truly train magic in any way unless I got an air staff. If I got an air staff, I could in theory cast air spells only. I know what you're thinking, okay? What can we even accomplish with this? The goal I decided to set has a lot of obstacles. Richard Tape's adventure will only end when he achieves a fire cape. Yes, I see many problems with this goal. There's there's one glaring problem. Obviously, I have one inventory slot. There's no room for food or prayer potions. Execution has to be completely flawless. I'll be able to take one thing in with me to get me through 63 waves of the fight caves. But there's problems way beyond that. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna train range yet. I do have some parts of this plan, which is why in the first episode of this terrifying adventure, we're gonna kill a boss. A particular boss. It's time to get ready. I want to set this account up for success, so the first thing I'm gonna do is head over to Edgeville. We're gonna take the lever, teleport ourselves over to Artie, and then we can start setting ourselves up for an amazing beginning. If someone actually kills me in the first 3 seconds that I'm in the wilderness on this account, congratulations, that's all I can really say. We seem to be safe. Richard lives another day. The most impactful thing you can do at the beginning of an account, just get 30 agility. It'll make your energy recharge 62% faster. 30 agility, that's it. I need to take care of the essentials first. I'm gonna knock out these agility levels so that I have a good baseline for everything else that I plan to do. Level 10 agility. Back to Lumbridge we go. Time to run the Drained Rooftop course until 20 agility. I'll see you in about half an hour, I think. Boom, 20 agility down. I didn't pick up any marks of grace for kind of obvious reasons. There's no way I'm gonna save up enough for a piece. I'm curious, what happens if I try to claim the bow? And then, can I still get the arrows from this? Oh, see? She gives me the arrows. Magic Tutor doesn't give you a second chance to get the other item. Okay, so I can kind of start my range training this way. It's not gonna be great, but I can at least get some XP in by claiming the training bow and arrows every 30 minutes. I just don't see a way of doing a fire cape on this account that isn't with a range build. Like, how else will I possibly get a fire cape other than figuring out the range problem? I unfortunately could not get 10 GP from the goblins, so I'm just gonna have to run all the way around if I want to get into Alcarid. The final tightrope in my training. 30 agility completed, took about 2 hours, but now I have an amazing baseline. 62% faster energy recharge rate. I can do anything now. I'm gonna head back over to Lumbridge because I need to get a little stronger for what I'm doing next. Let's quickly claim a training sword and shield from this guy. I don't want to focus on melee too much on this account, but at the same time, it's gonna be my most reliable thing because it doesn't require ammo or runes to work, so I can actually just kill things with melee, so I'm gonna get these stats up a bit higher. The focus right now is on survivability. It's gonna help me a lot with what I'm doing next. It would actually be so cool to get a beginner clue scroll from these goblins and try to complete it. The odds are not great. Also, I'll be burying pretty much every bone I can get. For clue scrolls in general on this account, I will only be able to do steps that have me search something or talk to someone. Anything that requires digging, I won't be able to do because I won't be able to hold the clue scroll and the spade in my inventory. Massive development on the account. 10 strength. There we go, 5 attack and 5 defense. Well, I'm gonna have to drop these 10 coins that I worked very hard for because we're gonna do a little quest. Probably one of very, very few quests that I can actually complete on this account. I'm serious, there's like no quests that I can complete on this account. 99% of them require 2+ inventory slots, but the Restless Ghost, baby, this quest doesn't. This is like one of 9 that I can complete, so it'll give me a great boost to my prayer, which I'm really desperately gonna need. Ghost Speak Amulet achieved. Under absolutely no circumstance am I fighting you. I am running away. It may not seem like much, but prayer training with 1 inventory slot, really not great. So you know what? I'll happily take my 9 prayer, almost 10, because prayer training is what we're doing next, and it's gonna be bizarre with 1 inventory slot. This is why I wanted some survivability. Throughout every scenario I will put this account through, my health is all the health I have. I'm not gonna have anything to heal with like 99% of the time, which is also why I'm heavily prioritizing the prayer grind because I need access to overhead prayers as soon as physically possible. If I want to kill a boss by the end of this episode, this is the most important thing I have to do. We have arrived at the boneyard. Yo, we have an iron scimitar here. I completely forgot about this. Massive upgrade for me. Hello. Who freaking knew I'd be getting massive upgrades coming to the boneyard? This is the one pair of big bones that I'm gonna be after. This place is a little scary with no food, also 10 prayer. But yeah, I think I just have to do this extremely slowly. I have to hop worlds and just bury one bone at a time. If I do this grind entirely by hopping worlds and burying bones, I'm gonna have to bury 3,000 big bones in order to get 43 prayer. Oh no. See, this is what makes this grind way longer than it should be as well, is every single time I get hit, I'm just gonna have to chill back here and wait for my health to regen. So this is probably like a 13 or 14 hour grind. It's not, it's nothing to scoff at for something really early on the account. Oh my god, is that a 6 mind rune spawn there? That's so good. Wait, what? I have a feeling that's gonna be really important. That's actually such a good discovery. Sitting here waiting for my health to regenerate has given me a lot of time to think, and I might have an idea on how to speed this up, because I would love to do this way faster than 15 hours, trust me. These rats have a 1 in 15 chance to drop a looting bag, and I have a theory. Ooh, there we go, looting bag. Let's see if this works. Looting bags only work in the wilderness, and they can only be accessed in banks normally. Oh my god, I think I could have died there. That was really sketchy. With 1 inventory slot, I can't really make any use out of a looting bag. I can't physically deposit items into it, but if I keep it open with this open option, everything I pick up will instantly go into the bag, including the big bones in the graveyard. I think I may have just found the singular use for a looting bag on an account like this. 7 bones in the bag currently. Obviously, I can't withdraw these. It's impossible. Yes, we have a full bag. Let's get out of here. Let's book it out of here. Okay, so now I want to make it all the way over to the Chaos Altar, hopefully without dying. Anyone can hit me for anything, and I will just instantly die. Okay, we made it. So now if we destroy the bag, everything should drop onto the floor. Oh my god. This saves me so much time. I mean, it's still gonna be like 6 hours. It's gonna be like a 6+ hour grind, but it still saves me like 9 hours. It's not gonna be 15 hours anymore. This is literally the only scenario that a looting bag is useful for on this account. That's pretty insane. 20 prayer on our first trip. Let's get back out there. Now that I have to hunt for a new looting bag every single time I want an inventory of bones, I should get some decent combat stat upgrades from this. So yes, we got one. You can see the levels I've been getting in the chat. It's taken me a little while to get this one. The run back to the boneyard can definitely be a little sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. This was my home for the next 6 hours, assuming everything goes smoothly. The higher my prayer gets, the higher my combat level gets, opening up the range of players that can attack me.
Get him.
Stumbled across a fight. Yes, my friends, 37 prayer, my first overhead unlocked. Protect from magic. I don't know if it's gonna be useful in keeping me alive in the wilderness, but I will never be able to outlast or survive any kind of attack. So, which kind of sucks because the boss that we're gonna be killing is also in the wilderness. Oh shit. No! No way, dude. 1 arrow, that's it? I instantly just get clapped and teleported. That's gonna be about a 20-minute setback. I hope he enjoys the big bones, because that's all he's getting. Oh, I lost my training shield. I didn't get a new training shield. Iron Scimitar acquired, baby. The final stretch. 1 more prayer to unlock. I was gonna say this is a big one, but every single overhead is extremely important, so it's a big one, though. It's a big one to unlock, okay? Let me say it. Still got a few hours to go to unlock Protect from Melee. What is happening? Who are you? You're level 25. Are you kidding me? I was already on my way out. Where did he come from? I am already 6 hours deep into this, and I still have like 2 trips to go. So it's actually going to be closer to like 7 hours to finish off 43 prayer. I actually can't wait to be done with this. I was so close on my last trip that I decided to just bury some bones to finish this up. I'm so excited. 43 prayer. I can do anything. This time, I can really do anything now. All 3 overhead prayers unlocked on an account that has 1 inventory slot, so this means like 7 times more than it would. Okay, 27 times more than it would on any other account. It's finally time to start putting this plan in action, baby. Let's do it. I mean, that's one way to get to Lumbridge, I guess. It's time to enact Operation How Do I Train Magic? I desperately need to train magic. It's the only way. I have a confession to make. I kept something from you. There is a way to buy something from a shop with 1 inventory slot. As long as you have the exact amount of gold something is priced at, the item will actually replace your stack of gold. This gets a little complex because if you happen to go over the amount you need, even by 1 coin, you have to drop your entire cash stack and start over. You need the exact amount of GP, no more, no less, which brings me to the plan. An air staff costs 1500 coins on the dot in Zaf's staff shop in Varrock. Air spells are the only combat spells in the entire game that require just 2 runes to cast. So if I have an air staff giving me infinite air runes, all I need is to fill my 1 inventory slot with mind runes, and I can cast. I am become airbender. All I need now is 1500 coins on the dot to begin my magic journey. You might be thinking, well, just go to the Stronghold of Security. That'll give you 2000 coins. No, you silly person. Then I'll be stuck with 2000 coins in my inventory for eternity. If I go over 1500, it's game over, okay? First step, I'm gonna get 5 thieving so I can go steal a cake. I can't really hold food in my inventory, but for what I want to do, I need at least 1 piece of food, I feel like. Boom, 5 thieving. Okay, let's make our way back over to Edgeville. I don't need all of them. Look at all the coins on the ground. Would not be surprised if there's someone waiting. Okay, we're good, we're good. Okay, actually, I just realized I made a mistake. I need a sharp weapon that I can hold in my hand so I can cut a web. I can't use a knife. I'm gonna have to buy this axe for 72 coins. That is not great. Okay, I have to find a way to get 72 coins exactly. Okay, I have a genius plan. How much does... How much does this cake sell for to the shop? 20 coins? New moneymaker discovered? What? Okay, so 3 cakes will get me to 60 coins. Then I have to find a way to get 12 on the dot, and I know how to do it. Yes, this is brilliant. I have to juggle the GP on the ground, so we'll keep the 20 coins over there. As long as no one comes in and grifts my coins. Another successful cake sale. 1 final cake and we're up to 60 GP now. Yes, I knew there was a man up here. We dropped the coins and I just have to land 4 successful pickpockets. I didn't fail a single time. Let's go. There we go. 72 coins on the dot. We love it. Mission accomplished. Now I can get the iron axe. Then we go steal another cake and we can head back into the wilderness because I have a plan. I have 1 cake. That's my lifeline in the wilderness right now. Also, that's what the iron axe was for. We got to slash the web. Now I just need to traverse my way over to the lava maze. Richard Tape is running. He's running to the lava maze. Richard Tape has been deployed into the lava maze. His mission, retrieve 2 items of incredible value. The cake is really just for an emergency if I am close to dying, but I really should be fine with protect from melee. Item number 1 spotted, the Staff of Earth. Gonna have to walk around to get it. Earth Staff acquired. We need 1 more thing before we leave. There it is, the steel plate body. I just have to temporarily drop my iron axe here. So you might notice both of these items are equipable, so literally perfect for an account like this. As long as I can get these back safely, I can probably sell them for pretty close to 1500 GP and then just top off whatever I don't have. If this is more than 1500 GP, well, that's gonna be a very, very big shame. Okay, the grand reveal. Earth Staff sells for 600 coins. Now, if we unequip the plate body, steel plate body sells for 800 coins, so that's 1400 in total. I could sell both items for more to their respective shops. If I sell them to the staff shop or the plate body shop, they will buy for more. Ooh, steel plate body sells for 1200 here, but that doesn't really work because I'll have too much. I have to actively seek less money for what I'm trying to sell. I know what I must do. Let's sell the Earth Staff. That is 600 coins. Unequip the steel plate body. This is 800 coins. And we're gonna sell the iron axe, which is the key to everything because that's 22 coins. Keep that number in mind. That iron axe was 22 coins, which means if I pickpocket a man exactly 26 times, I should get 1500 coins on the dot. Let me just make sure I don't accidentally screw this up. Is that it? Yes, 1500 coins, baby. We can go buy an air staff. I'm so excited to own something on this account that actually means anything. Air staff, exactly 1500. Yes, thank you very much. We are now the proud owner of a staff of air, and I have 7 magic XP, so we need to go change that. Let's do it. That's 30 mind runes, 30 air strikes. Oh my god, it's so weird being able to cast a spell on this account. 2 magic, time to retire. Mind runes are now officially our limiting factor. The magic tutor can give me 30 every half an hour, but that's just not a good plan, which is where our discovery from much earlier comes into play. I have a feeling that's going to be really important. That's actually such a good discovery. 3 magic. There's also this mind rune spawn here, which is definitely worse. It's only 1 instead of 6, but it is safe. I'm gonna hop around here for a bit while I wait for another magic tutor cooldown. collected 76 mind runes plus the 30 that I'll get from this. That puts me at 106. It's time to head back into the wilderness, onward to the mind rune spawn. No more wasting time. Mind runes spotted. So this is the spot. I can literally just safe spot this skeleton while I wait for the respawn. This is amazing, actually. Okay, so that was about 45 seconds for it to respawn. I mean, that's pretty good still. I can sit here, I can safe spot, and every 45 seconds I get to restore 6 mind runes to the pile. So magic is how I'm gonna be killing this boss, and my goal right now is 17. That unlocks Wind Bolt. Wind Bolt has a max hit of 9 over Airstrikes 2, so I think that's pretty good. Just a casual 350% DPS increase. No worries, no worries. Obviously, the only problem with that is instead of mind runes, I'm gonna be needing chaos runes, and those are gonna be much harder to obtain. 8 magic, 9 magic, 11 magic, 12 magic, 13 magic. Normally the most important magic level you get for a long time, but I can't ever cast Fire Strike. 14 magic, 15 magic, baby. 16. Not a single person doubted me, and I did it anyway. 17 magic, Wind Bolt unlocked. 350% DPS increase unlocked. I'm gonna head over near the Moss Giants because I have... What am I supposed to say to that? Okay, we got the air staff back. That's really all that I cared about. I was a little worried. This is where I wanted to go before I was brutally murdered by a skeletal dog. Look at these spawn points for chaos runes. I think there's 6 spawns in total here, and I can just run in between them and just start gathering a bunch of chaos runes. Now you might be wondering, why am I collecting chaos runes? And that's the question of the video. You may have heard of him, you may love him, you may hate him, the crazy archaeologist. Why do we want to kill him? Well, that's a great question. I have 2 answers for you. Believe it or not, the Amulet of Power is the best amulet I can get in the game. I'm serious, I've thought about it. Every other amulet requires more than 1 inventory slot to obtain, making the Power Amulet the best amulet I will ever get on Richard Tape. And the Crazy Archaeologist drops it at a 1 in 18 rate. Having that Amulet of Power for the Fire Cape would be incredible. I'm not gonna lie, it's a long shot. It's a 1 in 18, and the kills are going to be insanely rough. I have 17 hit points and 17 magic and no other gear besides a staff. But no one ever said this was gonna go smoothly. The other answer is I can get a fedora. It would be really cool to get that. So I'm gonna collect 120 chaos runes. That's the goal right now, and that should be enough to get a kill if I do everything perfectly. I'm not sure, honestly, but we're gonna go for 120 runes and we're gonna give it a crack and just see what happens. Okay, do we think 115 chaos runes is enough to kill the Crazy Archaeologist? I also have no food or prayer pots for these kills, so I have to make sure I'm prayer flicking and that I don't take any damage at all. And we're gonna have to hope that Wind Bolt is enough to kill a level 204 boss. There he is. That man holds our entire fate in his hands. Give me the amulet. Oh my god, instantly off the bat, Rain of Knowledge. Oh my god, what is that? How did he split it like that? Okay, bad first impression, but I do know what I'm doing, I promise. The problem is I can only afford 1 more mistake because I have no food and 10 HP. I really have to be perfect with these prayer flicks. If I miss even a single one, I am risking death at all times. And then as soon as he does, as soon as he does Rain of Knowledge, I need to be ready to move around. That's when I'm gonna be losing prayer points. So far, it's really not looking good. I'm really not doing much damage. Oh my god. I've used 30% of my runes and he has 80% health left. I don't think this is happening. Yeah, that seals it for me. Well, we got him to 70% health and I have 36 runes left, so basically not even remotely close. I guess the plus 10 magic bonus is just not cutting it. I was splashing a lot there. After this attempt, I decided to quickly do the math on just how inaccurate I was during the fight. Turns out 17 magic is not good. I have a 29% chance to hit. But interestingly enough, with just 2 more magic levels that I got during the fight, this went up to almost 32%. If I want to get this kill, I'm definitely gonna have to get stronger. I'm gonna head upstairs in the monastery and grab some monk robes. This should help a lot with prayer conservation. Prayer points will drain a lot slower now. Not that that was really the issue, but I'm literally wearing nothing. I might as well get literally anything to help me at all. I'm gonna grab my very first Slayer task because I want to get 15 Slayer. Let's see what we get. 44 Wolf wolves is my first task. I mean, that's not bad. I can go do that. I can go to the Stronghold of Security and do that. I'm gonna take a little detour with the Edgeville lever. I think it's about time we got an upgrade. At least, I thought I was going for an upgrade. This was the plan. I was gonna go to the Ardoin Monastery to kill imps. They drop wizard hats for magic bonus, and they also drop these beads. If you collect all 4 beads, you can complete the imp catcher quest and receive an amulet of accuracy. Not as good as the amulet of power, but it's pretty decent. So yeah, I ran around and just bashed all these imps for like 30 minutes. 38 imps later, we got our wizard hat plus 12 magic bonus now. That's right. Crazy Archaeologist is actually sweating as we speak. All that only to realize that you can't give him the beads one by one. You need all 4 at once to complete the quest. This is the worst game I've ever played, I think. So I made my way back over to the Chaos Rune spawns in the wilderness and I started collecting. I know it's kind of crazy, but I think I'm literally just gonna sit here and collect 1,000 Chaos Runes. I'm just gonna run between spawn to spawn to spawn, and I'm gonna collect 1,000 of them because I want 41 magic. There's literally no other way for me to get bulk runes. Oh my god, and I got hit a 6, of course. I don't know how long this is gonna take me, but I'm assuming several hours, so I'll see you then. We're up to 468. I may be the first person to ever collect this many runes from these spawns. I feel like they are untouched otherwise. 715 checking in. 809. 900. One more. One more. There we go. 1,000 chaos runes, baby. I spent 3.5 hours collecting chaos runes today. What is wrong with me? Well, I am locked and loaded, baby. Let's go spend these chaos runes. Just finished up the Varrock Museum mini quest because I'm trying to get 15 Slayer, and this is just gonna put me straight to 9. So I figured, well, why not do it? It's like 5 minutes. Just like that, baby. 9 Slayer, 9 Hunter. The Hunter is useless to me. I'll never be able to train that skill, but we've arrived at our very first Slayer task. It's actually gonna be really fast because I'm using a Wind Bolt on level 14 wolves, and that's our Slayer task done. You can see all the levels in the chat. It's been pretty eventful. 27 spiders is my next task. I actually think I have a good idea for this one. These spiders are super high level, so I should only have to kill like a couple of them to get 15 Slayer. Plus they have really nice drops, so 29 magic. Just like that, 15 Slayer, we are out of here. 600 Chaos Runes left over. Also 30 magic right now. The whole reason I wanted 15 Slayer was to unlock Banshees. They drop 2 things that could really improve my gear, but to kill them, I need a pair of earmuffs. Earmuffs cost 200 GP, so as usual, we have to find a way to get exactly 200 GP. Here's the play. I'm gonna put my Chaos Runes on this table. Tables increase the despawn timer to 10 minutes, so that's how long I have to make 200 GP. There is a bit of a problem with this. Pickpocketing will not get me to 200 GP exactly, but I honestly have no other options to make money around here. So I'm gonna have to get a bit crafty here. How much can I sell my monk robe for? Okay, let's sell that. Let's see. 16 coins plus the 132 I have on the ground. That gets me to 148. Okay, here's the plan. This is gonna be 201 coins. It's not ideal, I know, but I have a plan. I'm gonna need to go upstairs. I'm gonna need to reset my Chaos Runes one final time here because we are about to book it to Varrock. It's time for a marathon, baby. Let's go. And people said fortune tellers were useless, baby. We start the Demon Slayer quest. She takes 1 coin from us to do the fortune reading, and we now have exactly 200 coins to buy earmuffs. Oh, it's brilliant. It's so beautiful. Okay, super quickly, earmuffs purchased. There we go. I'm gonna have to probably drop my wizard hat because I mean, I don't know what else I can do with it. I really need the earmuffs or else I just can't kill Banshees. Yes, the Chaos Runes are still here. We're safe. Okay, let's get on over to Banshees. We have a lot of work to do. The Banshees should be right over here. Yes, very nice. So what are we looking for from the Banshees? Well, 2 possible things. Both are a little rare, one much rarer than the other. The Air Battle Staff and the Mystic Gloves. The gloves are actually what I want the most, but either one of these would be a big upgrade to my current magic gear, and we have 600 Chaos Runes to try to get one or the other. No way. Look at it, dude. No way. I've killed 8. I've killed 8 Twisted Banshees. Oh, this does get a little awkward, though. I'm gonna have to juggle this. I can't even equip it. I need 30 attack to wear a battle staff, and I don't even have that. I have to just juggle it on the ground until I use all of these Chaos Runes. I mean, I'm happy to do that, and then we're gonna have to get 30 attack afterwards so I can wear it. So fun fact, battle staffs weren't always an upgrade for magic. It was only after an update last year that the magic attack and defense bonuses got increased to +12. So now they're actually worth upgrading. End of the road for the 1,000 Chaos Runes I collected. I'd like to say I'm sad, but I'm definitely not. I finally get to stop juggling this battle staff. There we go. I need to go get 30 attack for this thing. We made a lot of progress here, though. Almost 37 magic from those 1,000 Chaos Runes. And we got the battle staff upgrade. Obviously, no Mystic Gloves. Both items were a long shot. I really didn't deserve to get either one of them, so even the fact that I got the battle staff is a massive win here. Okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna table my battle staff. If someone finds it, you're dead to me. We're gonna sell our current Staff of Air for 600 coins. I'm retiring from magic temporarily. And I saw this black sword here. It costs 624, so the money that I got from selling the air staff is like pretty much perfect. All I need to do is get 8 more pickpockets here. That'll give me 24 coins. Okay, there we go. That should be 24. And now we take this back over to the sword shop. The black short sword is not a great weapon, but it'll do. One thing that's really cool about the battle staff, making it maybe even one of the most valuable things I could get on an account like this, its melee stats are actually equivalent to an adamant longsword. So it's both a melee weapon and a magic weapon in one, which is kind of perfect for this account. Because now if I don't have any runes, I'm not completely useless. I can actually bash things and it's pretty good. So I'm revising my statement. I'm actually really glad I got it instead of the Mystic Gloves. Ah, the sweet stench of Sand Crab Isle. The main goal is obviously 30 attack. At that point, I'll be able to use the battle staff, but I don't just want to beeline straight to 30 attack. Going back to what I said before, where the battle staff actually makes melee kind of viable for me, I don't really mind investing some time into making my melee stats at least a little decent, so I think I'm gonna go for 30 attack, strength, and defense. That's probably gonna be a few hours, but I don't really mind. Guys, chill out. I just got 30 attack. Everyone should be happy right now. Everyone should be clapping. I have the equivalent of an adamant longsword at my fingertips here in staff form. And look at that extra +2 magic attack. We love to see it. Not done yet, though. I'm gonna go train my strength and defense to 30. He says, and he does. 30 attack, strength, and defense. It only took a few hours. With that done, it's time to go visit an old friend, the Kurend Library. I'm already gonna have to risk going into the wilderness to fight crazy archaeologists, but I'm so much higher combat now that someone could easily kill me at the Chaos Rune spawns. So I'm just gonna get 41 magic here. It should take like an hour or so. The main benefit to using the Chaos Runes is I get hit points XP as well. This is just straight magic XP, but it should be fun. So I get a book of arcane knowledge every time I give these guys a book that they're looking for, and it's pretty decent magic XP. There's 37. By the way, update on the time played. We're up to 22 hours almost. It's crazy how much slower the progress is on an account like this. 38 magic, 39 magic, 40 magic, 1 level to go. The crazy archaeologist is absolutely sweating right now because we just hit 41 magic. I can now cast Wind Blast. All I need are death runes, and I am literally good to go. So I decided to do the math for you. Here on the left is what our accuracy and damage used to be. On the right is our current build accuracy and damage after everything we've done. You could say there's a little bit of a difference now, and we should be able to get the kill. So I just minigame teleported over to Castle Wars because we do have a way to collect death runes on this account. In fact, it's the only way to collect death runes on this account. There is one spawn of a single death rune all the way south in Feldip Hills. There it is, baby, the trophy. All we have to do is world hop like 130 times and we should be good to go. I think I need to lose aggression first though. All right, I should be losing aggro in literally 3 seconds here. I'm just gonna pick this one up. I might be able to squeeze in 2 kills with 100 runes. I'm not really sure yet, but we're gonna have to come back here pretty much every like 1 or 2 kills to get more death runes. It's gonna be a long process to get this power amulet. I don't have very high hopes, but God, I hope I get it. I really hope I get it. All right, this is gonna be the last one I take. 140 death runes. I'm gonna hope that's enough. It's time, baby. Let's go over to Clan Wars. We have a fight to commence. I am a little sketched out because level 60s are gonna be able to attack me, and if I die, I lose the air battle staff, so I'm a little worried, but it's gonna be fine. Oh, damn it, I forgot my wizard hat. Oh, well, okay, I'm just gonna go for it anyway. Oh, instantly a 12. This is gonna, oh my God, in a back-to-back 13. This is going great. You can already see the difference. I mean, I'm mostly hitting now, whereas back then I was just mostly splashing. Okay, that was a bit of an error. Literally, as long as I don't make any major mistakes, I think we should be good. These hits are incredible. They're so consistent. It's beautiful. No, I got dragged into melee range. Okay, well, now I can't really make any more mistakes. I'm in KO range now if I miss a prayer flick. Is that it? Yes, let's go, baby. Uncut emeralds and sapphires as the first drop. It's completely useless, but I didn't really use that many runes. That was 50 runes for a kill. That's so good. First successful kill. As long as I regen my stats every single time, I can definitely withstand. I mean, I could have maybe stayed there and gotten another kill, but the margins are a little too tight. We're gonna need this spawn of 2 individual coins there, Mr. Pirate. Thank you very much. We are buying back the wizard hat. No more earmuffs, baby. What? Oh my. Oh, there goes 10 HP for this kill. Oh my god. Okay, it's a little sketchy now. 8 HP. Not good. I don't think I need to prayer flick unless I get a little unlucky here.
Here we go. That was a big one.
Dead? Yes.
Hey.
Oh my god, I got it! I got it!
No.
No way! How lucky am I? How perfect is that? On the second kill! The best amulet in the game for me. Oh my god, it's so perfect. 2 entire kills. That's it. 1 in 18 doesn't even matter, dude. I was so ready to just sit here, recharge death runes for like the next day and a half hunting this damn amulet. Didn't even matter. Second kill. With the power amulet achieved, Richard could do anything now. I wonder what he'll do next. This is Richard Tape. He's on a quest to beat this guy, but he only has 1 inventory slot. To achieve a fire cape, he'll have to think outside the box and play RuneScape in ways no one has before. It's a long shot, but no one ever said it was gonna be easy. Last episode, we set a great baseline for the account with prayer, magic, and some gear upgrades, including the best amulet in the game for a 1 inventory slot account. It is the best. You cannot barehand implings with 1 inventory slot. I saw like 8 billion comments suggesting this. Today, we go after the biggest roadblock for getting a fire cape on a 1 inventory slot account. I have such an appreciation for these items now. Not having a bank and also only having 1 inventory slot. Any item that I can wear and keep are my sacred treasures, especially this amulet. It's so good. Just gonna squeeze the last magic XP I can possibly squeeze out of these last 30 death runes I have, and then it's time to face the roadblock head on. Training range is gonna be a headache on this account, but there is 1 domino that I can push down right now that begins pushing down other dominoes, and that's toggling this feature from the range tutor. From here on out, whenever I pick up an arrow that I already have equipped, it'll go straight into my equipment slot. A crucial quality of life feature. This means I don't have to drop whatever's in my inventory to pick up a single bronze arrow, for example. I know I alluded to other dominoes, but I actually have no idea what those dominoes are. I have some ideas, but I have no clue if they're gonna work. We know that if we have the exact amount of GP for an item, we're able to buy it. So we'll be able to get a low tier bow and some low tier armor 1 at a time, but getting anything significant for the fire cape, that's a different story. And the main roadblock, how do I get thousands and thousands of arrows, and good ones at that? It's time to enact Plan A. There is no Plan B, so this better work. Okay, listen, I came up with something that could get me some arrows to start training range. It's actually pretty interesting. To make it happen, I need to hit 2 different thieving goals. First, I need 25 thieving. And then I need 40 thieving. And here is 11 thieving. This is gonna take a few hours. 13, 14, 15, and 25 thieving. That was the fast part. Now we're gonna have to find a way to get 30 coins and go over to Remington. Should be able to pickpocket warriors. I don't know how much a warrior gives when you pickpocket them. We're about to find out. There we go. Okay, 18 coins. Okay, that actually works out pretty well. I just have to pickpocket a man 4 times and we should have our 30 coins. How am I failing this much? I'm 25 thieving. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's pay our 30 coins for a boat over to Remington. I just started to panic because I'm like, wait, I don't have these tiles unlocked. I can't be running here. Every account I play just completely changes my brain. Anyway, time to take another boat over to Zaya. I'm gonna have to push around this plow for about 40 minutes, but after that, I get access to the Hosidius fruit stalls, which are like twice the speed as that bakery stall I was just stealing from. All I need is 15% Hosidius favor. So these plows have a chance of breaking down, and I actually don't have a hammer to fix them. I thought I remembered a hammer spawn over here. Nice, okay. Thankfully, I don't need any inventory slots to do this, so I can just keep this hammer in my inventory. My first maze random! I think I have like a little over a day of playtime right now. This is amazing, dude. These can be so good. I do have a chance of getting arrows from this. That would actually be insanely good. First maze on the account. Let's see what we get. 80 chaos runes and some money. Unless there's something that costs exactly 14 and 52 GP, I think I'm just gonna drop this money, but I'm gonna go use these chaos runes real quick because I feel like it would be a waste to just let them disappear. I went 0.8% over the 15% mark. That's what happens when you're having too much fun, dude. You don't even notice what's happening. That does mean I can now steal from the Hosidius fruit stall. This is what I'm gonna be doing up until 40 thieving, and at 40 thieving, we can finally try plan A. God, I hope this works. I'm just gonna be running in between these two stalls and dropping my one piece of fruit every single time. It is actually faster to run in between the stalls than to just stay at one, and I'll see ya at 40 thieving, 30 thieving, 35 thieving. Is this another maze random? If it is, that's actually insane. Oh my god, it is. There are 23 random events in the game, so you can expect to get a maze random like every 25 hours of playtime. I've just gotten 2 of them in the last like 2 hours. Very, very lucky to have gotten a second one. All right, maze random number 2 completed, and we get... Is that 250 arrows on the ground? Let's go, dude. I have never been happier to receive 200 iron arrows from a random event. That is so good for me. I'm gonna blow through them pretty quick, but it's such a good start to my range training. That's actually the best thing I could have gotten. It's a good start, but it'll get me nowhere close to my goal for range, so we still have to get 40 thieving and figure out a plan. Hey, 40 thieving done. If this works, I should be able to get more than just 250 iron arrows. It'll still be a pretty slow process. What we're looking for is just a sustainable way of getting arrows to train with. Now that I have 40 thieving, I can pickpocket a guard, just like that. One of these coin pouches from a guard is exactly 30 GP, and iron arrows in the range shop are 3 GP each. So I'm thinking if I use the buy 10 option, I can get exactly 10 arrows. So I can just go pickpocket a guard, buy 10 arrows, go pickpocket another guard, buy another 10 arrows, and I can just rinse and repeat and sort of stack arrows. Okay, bad news. This does not work. I could have sworn this would work, but apparently it doesn't. I literally can't buy anything in bulk. I tried testing this on a second account just to make sure that maybe 30 coins wasn't enough to buy 10 arrows. Maybe the price scales and they end up costing more, but no, I can buy 10 arrows with exactly 30 coins. They just always go into the second inventory slot. Plan A has failed. This is not good. I don't have a plan B, but we're gonna have to think of one. It's time for a little adventure. This is an item spawn that's on the way over to where I'm going. Leather gloves absolutely suck. They don't give any range bonus, but they do give a little bit of defense, and I'm not wearing anything else anyway, so... pretty sure it's this house. Yes, there it is, the short bow spawn. I bet you didn't know about that. And if you did know about this spawn, well, go touch grass. Who would know about this? Gonna make my way back over to Varrock because I think there's one more gear upgrade I can do before I start training range. I'm pretty much just living off of item spawns this early into the account, and this leather body will be a decent upgrade. I mean, it's +2 range bonus. You know, it's really not that much, but when you're 1 range, you will take anything you can get. I'd like to hit at least 60 range before I even think about getting a fire cape, but I think getting good gear is actually the much bigger roadblock. I was originally thinking of getting full void. It's the obvious choice, but it's really not good until much higher range, and it has 0 prayer bonus, which I think will be my biggest bottleneck in this challenge. But getting my hands on good range gear that isn't void with 1 inventory slot is gonna be interesting to say the least. I don't see any way of getting 32 quest points to enter the Champions Guild, and there's an entirely different problem with trying to buy gear in the desert. We're definitely gonna have to think outside the box. Level 10 range. Picking up every single arrow isn't fun, obviously, but at least it auto-equips. 15 range. Any one of these arrows at this point. There we go. Okay, the coveted 20 range. I can actually go upgrade my gear quite a bit from this. We're gonna have to engineer our cash stack for a couple of these upgrades. In fact, all of them. 30 arrows left after 20 range, so it worked out pretty damn perfectly. First upgrade, Willow Shortbow. I need 200 GP exactly for this, and I've done that once before, but I should have a much better way to do it now. Gonna have my battle staff upstairs on the table. We'll start the 10-minute despawn timer. 40 thieving didn't solve my arrow problem, but it does help me get the upgrades I need in Varrock at least. All right, 6 pickpockets from a guard. That's 180 coins. All right, now I need to pickpocket this woman 7 times. Okay, there we go. That's gonna be another 21 GP, so this is 201, and when I was running past the tramp over here last time I came to Varrock, I got this idea. Yes, you can give him a coin. Okay, that is so good. As long as what I buy is in Varrock, I can use Charlie the Tramp. Okay, when it comes to upgrades, the most impactful upgrade you can possibly make is always going to be your weapon. So a Willow Shortbow, 200 coins. This is the most impactful thing I pretty much could have done to my range gear. Let's sell this. Not that I'm gonna be using this money at all, but I have to actually go drop it and pick up my air battle staff again. 2 more upgrades to go. The studded body and the studded chaps, respectively selling for 850 and 750 GP in the armor shop. Let's reset this despawn timer. Thankfully, the studded chaps should just be a simple 30 pickpockets. At 40 thieving, it's a 50% chance to fail a pickpocket on a guard, so I lose health here pretty fast. Yes, we're done. That's the one. 750 coins on the dot. 40 thieving turned out to be a godsend nonetheless. This would have taken 300 pickpockets and a way more juggling, so huge unlock, at least in this stage of the game where I'm still buying gear from Varrock. Studded chaps purchased. Big upgrade because I didn't have any range legs at all, so this is just another +6 range bonus to the arsenal. Very nice. Gotta make sure my battle staff doesn't despawn. I've been getting destroyed by these guards. Thankfully, I've got 840 GP on the ground. We're gonna heal up and top off this cash stack, and we should be done. Nice and easy. 12 GP plus 840. Sacrifice 2 coins to Charlie the Tramp, and we buy our studded body. We are all locked and loaded. Plus 40 ranged attack bonus after all those upgrades. I'm very, very happy with that. We have a lot of work to do. Go grab the battle staff with 3 minutes to spare. We're in a much better position, but we do still have a massive arrow problem, so let's go solve it. I know I'm teleporting to pest control, but pest control actually has nothing to do with it. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my arrows here at these seagulls because I need to use every single last piece of ammunition I have. I have not let a single arrow despawn on this account yet, and I won't start now. So I had to do some research on this because I really didn't know everything about this entire continent, but there's an area past the Korend Castle. It takes 6 minutes to walk there, and fenced inside a lizardman enclosure is a spawn of 4 bronze arrows. I don't want to use bronze arrows, and I don't think I can get away with using them for the fire cape, but for jump starting my range training at this point in time, I think it's what I have to do. When we were collecting chaos runes for magic, there was actually some reasonable doubt that someone else in RuneScape history had done that before. But for this, there will be no doubt. We are about to spend hours collecting arrows that anyone can buy for 1 coin each. 22 range, that's the final range level I'm getting from these arrows? Well. Wait, this is amazing. I went the complete wrong way. Don't worry, guys. I found it. Okay, bronze arrows, show yourself. Oh my god, that's a lot of bronze arrows. Oh, but I can't get those. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to drop my battle staff so I can at least equip this one, and now the rest of them should go into my equipment slot. Okay, so there's 6 total bronze arrows that can actually be picked up here, but these 2 outside don't seem to be worth it because I kind of have to go out of my way to pick these up. Okay, we pretty much just hit the 1 hour mark and we're at 703 bronze arrows, which is pretty solid. Yeah, I guess now I know, 700 bronze arrows in an hour is what I can expect to get here, and I've been trying to brainstorm ways of getting much better gear while I've been picking up these arrows, and I have a couple of ideas, but there are problems with many of them. Right now, I'm gonna set my sights on 40 range, which I'll be doing in the morning. Good morning from the beach, 25 range. 30 range! No, I'm out of ammo! I'm almost 39. I really thought 700 arrows would get me there, but it looks like it's not. I won't even get 39 from this. Time to collect more arrows. I ended up spending 15 minutes gathering just 200 bronze arrows before going for 40 range. Once again, not a single person doubted me, but here I am, 40 range. Okay, so we have some very important upgrades to get with this level. In fact, I have pieced together something super crucial. Now, I was originally thinking, how do I get into the Champions Guild? They sell green d'hide in there. Well, there's absolutely no way for me to get 32 quest points on here. So then I thought, how do I get to Narda? I can buy green d'hide there. Yeah, well, there's a problem with that too. You see, to enter the desert through the Shanty Pass, you need a Shanty Pass. And then how do you bring money along with you if you need a Shanty Pass to enter? I could get in the desert, but I would have to find a way to make exactly enough money for green d'hide while in the desert, which leaves me with very few options. Okay, Romeo, I really can't deal with you right now. It's time to minigame teleport over to Birthrup because I have a plan. I don't have a ton of arrows, but if I'm lucky enough, these archers have a 1 in 21 chance of dropping green d'hide chaps, and also a small chance of dropping a maple shortbow. I am expecting to run out of arrows here, but I can always start bashing with my air battle staff once that happens, so I'm fully expecting and prepared to do that. It is times like this that I am so happy that I got this drop. There's 31 strength. I would definitely have to go get more arrows right now if I didn't have a battle staff. And it's not ideal to be bashing with this thing, but it works, so... Yes, we got it. Nice. Oh, that was starting to take a long time once I started bashing with my staff. Actually, right on drop rate, 21 kills in order to get the green d'hide chaps. It seems like drop rates are real. These are probably going to be my chaps for a very long time. I really don't see any better pair coming my way for a while. You can also get a maple shortbow for 400 coins, so it's time for all reliable. Start the despawn timer. After this, we'll pretty much have maxed out all of our early game range gear. We're gonna have to start thinking outside the box if we want anything better than this. Ma'am, I presume you know the drill. I'm gonna have to steal your money 4 times, and I'm gonna have to donate to this tramp twice. Biggest upgrade I could have possibly made, +9 range bonus. All right, let's get our battle staff back, and we have pretty much maxed out our early game range gear. With 40 range, we also unlocked the ranging guild, so that's actually where I'm gonna make my way over to right now. I want to explore the place, see if it can offer me any arrow solutions or gear solutions that can make my fire cape journey a reality. We're also approaching 37 hours played right now. Okay, this is a little sketchy. It actually kind of stresses me out. Okay, we're fine. Having someone kill me for all this stuff on me would not be ideal at this stage of the account where all of this stuff took many hours to get. Ah, the sweet stench of the ranging guild. I remember how badly I wanted to be in here as a kid. Ah, there's a mithril arrow, but it's out of range. I can't spawn camp it. That's unfortunate. Leather vambraces, 18 coins. That's actually pretty solid. We also have a coif in here that I'm not really interested in. The vambraces are +4 range bonus. That's actually really significant. Is there anything I can pickpocket that's close to here that can give me 18 coins? I don't want to risk my air battle staff too much longer. Okay, I'll figure that out later. Let's keep exploring for now. One more thing I want to check out is this archery tower. Is there a chance that these arrows actually go to the floor? I can't remember. I used to do this as a kid. I used to train up here. I don't even know what arrows they're firing at me. I'm trying to like squint to see it, but... Oh, it's adamant. This is actually so big. I don't know how common they drop to the floor, but this could be really big. Okay, there's a second arrow. I haven't been timing this, but if I had to guess, it's been like 45 seconds. And there's another arrow. Okay, so it's 3 in a minute, basically. So 180 arrows an hour. That is so bad, but it is an option. It's definitely an option. These are the best arrows I can get my hands on so far. I probably need like, what, 1,500 arrows to get a fire cape? So this is what, like 8 or 9 hours of just sitting here and prayer flicking? It's an option. I'll keep it in the back pocket. I'm gonna leave my air battle staff on this table. I want to get those vambraces, and thankfully there's a useless piece of game knowledge that I learned very recently that actually isn't so useless. I don't know how much a warrior gives when you pickpocket them. We're about to find out. There we go. Okay, 18 coins. 18 coins exactly for pickpocketing a warrior. Every day I learn something more and more useless. 18 coin trade for leather vambraces. These actually shocked me with how big of an upgrade these were. +4 range bonus. That's more than the studded chaps to green d'hide chaps gave me. Welcome to a new segment on the show I like to call discussing the next 3 days of my life. I thought I could get my hands on a pretty good range weapon, and I set a pretty weird goal. I wanted to get 52 range. I spent an hour collecting 700 bronze arrows and went to bash some sand crabs at the beach for several hours. I wanted to make my staff a bit more reliable, so I got 40 strength and then 40 defense, so I got access to better equipment later on. I got a slayer task that I didn't end up doing. I trained a bit, spent another hour getting arrows, and then I came to an important decision. You're not gonna like what I'm about to do here, but it's a necessary sacrifice. I only feel okay doing this because I got my 40 strength and defense with this staff not long ago, but I need my inventory slot open, so the 6.2k is unfortunately going to replace it. I'm also going to make sure this 6k isn't wasted. I can put this money in the last man standing coffer. Coffers aren't crazy useful because you can only deposit or withdraw money in increments of 1,000. So now we have 6k stored, and I have to drop this 200 GP because it's not an increment of 1,000. I made this sacrifice because I found a sustainable training method. Minotaurs in the Stronghold of Security dungeon. They have a pretty common drop of iron arrows, meaning I can use my bronze arrows to build up a stack of iron arrows, and then I profit. This ended up being horribly slow. I came here with 46 range, and needing to pick up every arrow, both fired and dropped, slowed me down a lot here. Well, we just hit 50 range, and I'm pretty much out of bronze arrows. I have 530 iron arrows stacked up, though, which is pretty solid. The question is, am I gonna profit on these iron arrows, or am I gonna have to go back and get more bronze ones later? I spent a few more hours here, and I hit my goal of 52 range, which meant I had one more max hit with iron arrows, so I felt comfortable enough to try something. We're making our way over to Barbarian Assault. Man, this sketches me out every time. Okay, now that I've talked to this guy, I can actually teleport here indefinitely with the minigame teleport, so super nice teleport to have. Also, 52 hours played on the account right now. The plan was this. There are monsters in the ancient cavern that have an uncommon drop of a U short bow. Unlike the other short bows before it that are just slight upgrades to each other, the U short bow is a massive upgrade over the maple short bow. The ancient cavern is pretty dangerous and it has a lot of monsters that I don't want to fight, but this bow could potentially be my fire cape weapon. It can fire rune arrows, and if I find a way to get rune arrows, it officially makes it better than a rune crossbow for me for the fight caves. But there was a problem with this plan. You can't enter the ancient cavern until you complete barbarian training. Let's jump into the whirlpool. I'm ready. Oh, I need barbarian training, don't I? I don't think that's possible with one inventory slot. So at the time, that's where the plan ended. Well, this is what loot from 2200 Minotaurs looks like, if any of you were curious. I spent another 6 hours at Minotaurs. I got 56 range and stacked almost 900 iron arrows. And then it hit me. The only thing you need to complete in order to access the ancient cavern is the fire making trial. To do barbarian fire making, all you need is a bow, 35 fire making, and some oak logs. With the ancient cavern no longer seeming impossible, I got to work. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to sell this maple short bow if I want to train woodcutting and fire making. I'll take the 10-minute time loss. I just don't really feel like having another thing to juggle while I'm already gonna be juggling logs and a tinderbox to make this grind work. Let's claim our free axe and tinderbox from the woodcutting tutor, some tileman nostalgia. Yeah, I guess this is what woodcutting and fire making is gonna look like on an account with one inventory slot. So now I drop my tinderbox, I get a new log, we drop the log, and then we pick up the tinderbox, then we use the tinderbox on the log, and we're just gonna have to kind of rinse and repeat this process up until 35. 6 wood cutting. I can now use a steel axe, but I actually don't think it's worth my time necessarily to try to get a steel axe. I just thought of a way better method to get 35 fire making, and I'm gonna go do it real quick. There are 4 log spawns at the top of this castle, so I think I'm just gonna light all of these logs and continue hopping worlds until I hit 35 fire making. I'm still gonna have to get 15 wood cutting so I can get the oak logs, but at least this way I don't have to drop my tinderbox every single time and have to go through all the inconvenient parts of woodcutting and fire making together. At least this way I can just train both skills independently. Yes, there it is, 35 fire making. This was actually pretty quick with this method. This was like 45 minutes of hopping worlds and just lighting every log I see. Now I just need to get 15 woodcutting. Surprisingly much faster when you don't have to juggle a tinderbox and logs. There we go, we can chop oak trees. I'm gonna have to get a bow in order to do barbarian fire making, and it doesn't have to be a maple short bow, but it has to be any type of bow. So I think I'll just go for a willow short bow right now. Unfortunately, I did accidentally go 40 GP over the 200 mark, so I'm gonna have to give this guy 1 coin at a time 40 times. Okay, there we go. Let's go get our willow short bow. Okay, I'm gonna have to juggle this willow short bow for a sec. Before I run up that massive hill, I'm gonna need a pair of oak logs that I drop at the top. Hopefully no one steals my willow short bow in the meantime. I think that would be very sad for me, but also for whoever takes it. Bow retrieved. All right, let's find out if this works. So if I use my willow short bow on the logs that are on the ground, oh my god, it works. Yes, that is so perfect. And I'm pretty sure that is all I need to get into the ancient cavern. From the caverns beneath the lake, let's go. That's it. Yes, I'm gonna be able to go in. I really didn't think I was gonna be able to do this with 1 inventory slot, but it turns out it is possible with just a little bit of engineering. I have 900 iron arrows to get this U short bow with. It should be doable. All right, let's jump in and see what happens. I need to be very careful because the HP and prayer I have is all that I have. There are green dragons here and I do not have an anti-dragon shield. Where do I need to go is the question. I think they're all the way in the back. Okay, this is where I need to be. It's these guys. These guys are the ones that drop it, but oh my god, they have so much health. Oh my god, I just got hit a 15. That's really not good. Okay, I might have to wait until I lose aggro. I don't know if I can lose it by being upstairs here, but that was a pretty devastating hit to take. I am now in 1-shot range. I'm gonna make sure my prey melee is on at all times while exiting this place. I'm trying to target these skeleton guys. They have the same drop rate for the U short bow. No, I got PJ'd again. That's the problem. The skeleton brutes have 70 less health and less defense, and they still have the same drop rate for the U short bow. So those are the guys that I need to be targeting, but this angry angry barbarian spirit is relentless, dude. I honestly might have to teleport out and just regroup. I'm gonna sell my willow shortbow. It is absolutely worth it to go out of my way to get a maple shortbow here. I need every single bit of range bonus I can get right now. All right, locked and loaded once again. 400 coins, maple shortbow. Let's give this another shot and hopefully not take like 30 damage instantly running into the caves. I am definitely not meant to be fighting these guys with my current stats, but you know what? That's what makes this fun. Finally managed to attack a skeleton brute without getting interrupted. These guys are way faster to kill. Still not necessarily fast to kill, but they are faster to kill. I kind of want to wear down my aggression timer. I don't know if I should just box this guy until all the monsters here are... Okay, well, it's no longer an option. I seem to have killed them with my bare fist, and we got blood runes as a drop. Finally, we managed to kill one. That took so long. What is... Oh my god, what is attacking me right now? It's the green dragon. Okay, 3 hit points after that, after getting attacked by a dragon that wasn't even on my screen. Kill number 15, adamant bar. Another adamant bar, huge. Steel longsword and steel knife drop. Another kill. U-logs. Okay, can we get that in short bow form, maybe? I've used 500 arrows in the last 30 kills, so I actually do need this to drop, like, pretty soon. I'm also gonna have to go resupply after this kill, I think. I don't think I could even do damage with the steel knives. Yes! Oh my god, I screw the steel knives, I don't care. Give me my arrows, give me my new short bow. Look at the difference on this short bow. 55 to 73. 18 range bonus, dude. That is insanity. Obviously, the main benefit is they can fire rune arrows. That is like the biggest difference, but it's also the massive accuracy difference. This thing is a beast. Oh, the possibilities. They are endless. I have too many goals right now. What plan are we on? Plan B, C, D? It could even be D at this point. I'm not sure. There's a lot to do. I'm pretty close to 57 range. I decided to come back to the Minotaurs just to take the U shortbow out for a spin. Yeah, there's a lot of puzzle pieces still missing. I need better gear, I need higher range, I need higher prayer, I still need some really good ammo, ideally rune arrows for the fire cape. We did find a little goofy and tedious way to get adamant arrows last episode. And there's another arrow. Okay, so it's 3 in a minute basically, so 180 arrows an hour. It would take probably like 8 to 10 hours to get enough for the fire cape, and I don't know if they're gonna be good enough. There's also some other really bizarre roadblocks that I'll reveal later, and we can figure them out. It may seem like the most obvious answer to the ammunition problem is last man standing. I can buy rune arrows or addy arrows for points, but it's literally not possible. The one inventory slot plugin is incompatible with last man standing. I don't even know if I could kill anyone without eating food or switching to any other gear. And even if I could, I'd probably ban last man standing, but thankfully I don't even have to do that. Last man standing bans itself. It's just not possible, so. Wow, a range level. Anyway, I'm gonna spend another hour here, and then I'm taking you on a little field trip. This is a bit of a multi-part field trip. You see, we're making our way over to pest control, but not for the reason you think.
I just chummed.
Oh, the people of pest control. People come to pest control for one reason and one reason only, pretty much, and that's to get the full void armor sets. I'm not gonna pretend like I haven't thought about it for this account, but I've also done the math, and void range just doesn't really compare to a normal dragonhide armor set until about 90 range. Now, of course, we're gonna have to find ways to get that dragonhide armor, which is insanely tough with one inventory slot, but I do think it's the way better option for the fire cape. Obviously, crafting is out of the question. The Champions Guild is out of the question. We're gonna need to find clever ways to work around that. So why am I at pest control? Well, super simple. I'm gonna be coming back to pest control more times probably, but the pest control shop is not the best way, but a way to train prayer. Getting just one more prayer level gives me Eagle Eye, which is a 15% boost to range. I also get 560 coins every time I win a pest control game, and you'll see later why I need to start stacking a lot of money. I think one of the toughest things to do on this account is make money, so getting any kind of GP stacked up is really, really good, and pest control helps me with that. Okay, my last pest control game. For now, of course, I have 102 points. I definitely need to come back here later, but for now, all I want to do is use these 100 points to get myself 44 prayer. This was a 2-hour process for 6,000 XP. 3k XP an hour goes hard. The amount of bang for your buck you get with this level is actually crazy. 15% bonus to your range. I guess I'll use these last 2 points, and we're pretty close to 59 range too, so it's time to go to Clan Wars because I literally cannot function on this account if I keep this money in my one available inventory slot. We already have 6k in here, and now we top it up with another 14. I'm really far off of where I want this to be, but I might need a disgusting amount of money to pull something off with one inventory slot. You guys will see later. After pest control, time started to move by really slow. For some reason, the time I spend in this Minotaur enclosure feels about 8 times as long as anywhere else, but 60 range, great milestone because it unlocks one of the key component upgrades I'll be going for. The red d'hide body. It is 3 times better, actually over 3 times better than the studded body I'm currently wearing, but it's gonna be really tough to get. I think I can confidently say I don't think I've let a single arrow despawn on this account yet, and that is what is slowing my training down so bad, but I can't help myself. I have to pick up every arrow. There's just no other way. I'm about to end our training arc for a very good while with this final sand crab trip, and then we're actually gonna conjure up our first little upgrade in a while. Great news, everyone. I'm out of arrows. All right, I'm gonna collect a few hundred arrows here. Should take me about 30 minutes. This is normally an extremely important range level. 61 range unlocks the rune crossbow, but if I can find a way to get rune arrows on here, the U short bow is actually quite a bit better than the rune crossbow, and that calls for a temporary break from range training. We have some work to do. It's time to get to work. I need 15 coins exactly to do this, 10 to open this gate, and 5 to buy 1 shanty pass, so I'm gonna have to kill some goblins. That's 15 coins. Okay, good to see the game is listening to me. That is the first goblin I killed, and we instantly got 15 coins. Literally perfect scenario, because now I can trade these 5 coins for a shanty pass. So the desert is pretty tricky on this account. Every time I enter, I obviously need the shanty pass in my 1 inventory slot, so I can't take anything else in with me. My sights right now are set on this little shop in Narda. It sells green d'hide vambraces for 2,375 coins exactly. And of course, I can only buy things if I have the exact amount, so I need to find a way to make 2,375 GP exactly in the desert. And that is way easier said than done. We're gonna see if we can figure out how to do that. By the way, playtime update, 75 hours on the account already. My first thought is to sell my green d'hide chaps. Okay, 2145, so I still need 230 coins if I sold these. I can get my green d'hide chaps back, so I don't really mind selling them if it gets me the vambraces, and then I can just get my chaps back. But that is not enough. If I sold my chaps, I still need 230 coins, and how do I get another 230 coins? I'm gonna try to safe spot this guy over the cactus and just see if he can drop anything, although I'm pretty sure that no NPC in this city drops anything at all because they're just meant to be pickpocketed. Damn, these guys don't drop anything. So literally no NPC in this entire village drops anything, and I literally mean anything. So the only way to get money is to pickpocket. Studded body sells for 467. That's too much, and we can't go over. We're basically playing a very intricate game of blackjack here. Just to prove my point, every single time you pickpocket a villager in this city, you will always fail. You have to complete the feud quest, and that is not a quest I can complete with 1 inventory slot. I paced around Pollen of Nietzsche for another 10 minutes as I tried to find some way to get exactly 2,375 coins. I think if I want these green d'hide vambraces, I'm gonna have to do some external work, and I might have a plan for that. 42 thieving! Okay, so here's the plan. I'm gonna be stealing from these fruit stalls for the next 5 hours of my life, because at 55 thieving, I can pickpocket bandits in Pollen of Nietzsche, and that's how we can potentially top off our cash stack in the desert to get our vambraces upgrade. But I'm not stopping there. I'm gonna go straight for 57 thieving so that I can eventually access the grubby chest, which is a great way to get supplies. Not that I can really hold any supplies in my inventory, but I mean, to get 1 super restore or 1 prayer potion, for example, I think it's a nice safe way of doing that. So time to lock in for 5 hours. I'll see you. And there's 56 thieving. We're not done yet. You think I'd just jump straight to 57? And there's 57 thieving. We are all done here after 5 hours. We can now access the grubby chest in the Forthos dungeon. And we can, of course, pickpocket bandits now, which is what we're gonna go do because I really want this van brace upgrades. Okay, new shanty pass purchased. Let's give this a shot. Okay, this is kind of gonna be off the cuff. I'm not really too sure what I'm doing. Let's pickpocket this bandit. Just kidding. Let's pickpocket this bandit. Okay, that is 40 coins. Okay, a desert shirt is exactly 40 coins. Dude, my head is spinning trying to get to this number. I'm trying to get exactly 2375, and I'm just thinking of all these ways that I could possibly get that number, and my head is just running through like 800 possibilities. It's literally like that GIF. Okay, let's sell the desert shirt. That's 22 coins. Okay, just pickpocketed a bandit 6 times. That's 300 coins. We way overshot. Once I sell the green d'hide chaps, we're in too deep. Like, I have to fully commit and just get the green d'hide van braces at that point. Okay, so this gives me 500, and I can buy an empty bucket pack. Okay, how much can I sell this back for? 280. Look, I'm just gonna stop myself right there and save you some time, okay? The raw footage of me experimenting with coin amounts and purchases is 1 hour and 46 minutes long. I end up leaving the city twice after taking too much damage, so we're gonna fast forward almost 2 hours later when I find this. I was reading through the feud quest guide just to see if there's a way I could do the feud quest. And I found that I completely forgot this existed. Can I give this guy as much money as I want? Oh my god, I can. I can literally just keep giving him money to play the snake charm. I had no idea. I'm saved. I'm actually saved. I can get these van braces. I'm so happy right now. Okay, so I for sure can sell these chaps. That gives me 2145. We pick up this and we have 2375. We can make our way over to Narda. I don't know how I missed that. I was pacing around this city for like 2 hours today, and I'm just, my brain is actually just rotted out through its core right now. I can't even think straight. I have literally just been trying to find a way to get this exact amount of GP for God knows how long. Please tell me these are 2375. They are. Okay, I don't know. I didn't want some random thing screwing this up, but we lost green d'hide chaps and we gained green d'hide van braces. Technically a massive downgrade, but we can get our chaps back. These are +4 range bonus over the leather ones, so very big deal. Now we're gonna have to get the chaps back, which shouldn't be that big of an issue, at least. I can just kill the archers in Birthrop again and try to get another pair. I feel so weird walking around without chaps. I've got these summer shorts on. It's like something's missing. Okay, it's been about half an hour. We have 364 bronze arrows, and I ended up running out of arrows last time I tried to get green d'hide chaps from these guys, so hopefully this is enough. What? No. That is the first archer I've killed. No way. I literally just got here. That's so crazy. Okay, well, I'm glad I sold them now. It was just that easy to get them back. I didn't even have to collect 360 arrows. Okay, well, now we have green d'hide chaps and the van braces. The whole family's here. Very nice. I have no boots still, but after this, I decided to take a brave 7-minute journey over to the brutal blue dragons in the Korend catacombs, and I tried to kill one with the hope of landing one of these insanely rare items, either the blue d'hide body, the blue d'hide van braces, or the dragon medium helm. All of them were a long shot, and I really just wanted to see if I could actually kill the thing. This would go way better for me if I didn't only have one cake as my food. Spoiler alert, I did not kill a dragon. I think it's time we initiate Operation Red d'hide Body. I didn't want to do this, but I think it's time. Which is gonna be extremely tedious and a little risky. I'm gonna explain it to you. There is only one viable way for me to get a red d'hide body. Welcome back, crazy archaeologist. If I'm gonna upgrade any part of my gear, the body is the biggest bang for my buck, and while the green d'hide body requires the Dragon Slayer quest, every dragonhide body after it doesn't. And with a black d'hide body being pretty much out of the question, red is the next best thing, and I'll have to get it through a 1 in 32 drop from the crazy archaeologist. The problem with this now, of course, is that I have gear on me that I really don't want to lose, and this is in the wilderness. I want to use Wind Blast for this, so we're gonna need some death runes. I actually have to just collect some gear from scratch entirely for crazy archaeologist, so let's go begin step 1. This is a very slow process because every time I want to collect death runes, I need to wait right here for 10 minutes for the aggression timers to go away, and then I can start picking up death runes. I'll probably go for like 300 to 400 runes a trip. the world hop times are actually abysmal right now. Wow, that was 33 seconds to hop worlds. What the hell, dude? We are at like a 100 death rune per hour rate right now. All right, that's gonna be the last death rune I collect. That was a 2.5 hour process. Holy shit, that is really bad. I'm really hoping I get lucky on this red d'hide body because this is looking like a 25-30 hour grind right now, if not longer. Step 2 is gonna be to die, but I apparently can't. I have never had this problem before. I guess I have to find a different way to end my existence. Okay, I found a different way to do it, I think. What we're trying to do right now is risk a bit less going into this grind. The items I'm wearing right now took so long to get, and risking them in the wilderness is not on my to-do list necessarily. Okay, so now that I'm severely poisoned, we teleport over to Lumbridge, and I should die right in the castle square. And this is where the plan gets pretty hectic because we are now on the clock. Okay, so from this point on, we have 1 hour to return and grab all of our things or they are gone forever. And we're gonna be doing this crazy archaeologist grind in 1 hour segments, basically. Now we're gonna take a quick teleport over to Clan Wars. We're gonna need to withdraw 2,000 coins. Now this 2,000 GP is completely useless to me because what I need is 1,500 GP on the dot. So we're gonna step through the Al-Kharid gate 50 times with our 2,000 coins, and that should get us down to 1,500. And one more. Okay, now we have to make our way back over to Varrock. This is such a long process. Now we trade our 1,500 coins for an air staff so we can cast Wind Blast. Now we need to make our way back over to Lumbridge to pick up only our death runes, and I don't have a teleport still, so I am walking over there. Just gonna take my wizard hat and my death runes, and now we have 46 minutes left before all of our stuff disappears, so we have to go kill Crazy Archaeologist as many times as we can in these 46 minutes and get all of our things back before that timer hits. It took over 3 hours to prepare for this first trip, so I really hope we can get a few kills here, but more than anything, I just hope we get lucky on this red d'hide body, dude. This could be a really rough one, especially with the despawn timer on the line and potentially getting PK'd out here for our death runes. Whoa, 43 oh my god, bad time to be celebrating a magic level, my bad. Oh, okay, as you can see, okay, well, there's a muddy key. I don't have any use for that. 9 HP and 1 prayer point left after that kill. I'm gonna have to come in here and regen my stats after every single kill, I'm guessing, so this is gonna take a little bit of time to walk there and back each time. It's making me a little worried for my despawn timer, but we're still good at the moment. All right, second kill looked a lot better. Anchovy pizza, not necessarily something I can use. Oh, 44 magic, we like to see it. Every magic level helps me kill him a bit faster, so it is nice. Kill number 3, not bad. No, okay, I mean, it's not like I'm not gonna pretend that could have been the body. I just got excited because I saw red dragon hide, but not exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for that, but in crafted body form. Stats regen once again. Let's go back. Kill number 4 and also the last one, rune knives. Wow, I am pretty much out of death runes here. Can't get a 5th kill. All in all though, spending almost 4 hours on 4 kills is really, really bad. This is looking like a 30+ hour grind, so I guess it's time to go back. Definitely wishing there was some better way to get death runes, but this is literally my only way of getting them. Okay, 355 death runes collected. Since I had 30 left over last time, I figure this might get me a 5th kill if I just have an extra 50-ish. So I am back once again to get severely poisoned. Let's get this over with. Once again, we've invested around 3 hours into this next attempt, and hopefully we can get the red d'hide body on this try. There's another 50 Al-Kharid gate fees paid. Air staff purchased. Definitely feel like it's worth grabbing the monk robes just to have my prayer last twice as long out there. It's a no-brainer. It takes me like an extra minute to walk over here, so super easy kill. Rune crossbows, no. Oh boy, there's so much history. It's on the same table as the red d'hide body, but like I said before, if I can find a way to get rune arrows, rune crossbows just aren't worth it for me. They're not better than the short bow with rune arrows. This wouldn't normally be the case, but I can't get any good bolts for the rune crossbow, so it's just super weak, unfortunately. It's the right choice to make to leave them on the ground. Also, I just want to point out how much more prayer I have thanks to these monk robes. It allows me to get a 2nd kill, so kill number 8 for a prayer potion. That's actually so good for me right now. It allows me to stay. I don't have to go back to Clan Wars, reset my stats. That's so nice. And that that is kill number 10 for a shark. And great news, I'm a crazy archaeologist champion now. So actually the shark is pretty nice. I could probably do another kill if I just pay attention to my prayer. And that's another trip down. A loop half of key for the final kill. 5 kills this trip over almost 4 hours once again. Time to collect more death runes. I'll see you in 4 hours. And that is the last world hop. I collected a lot this time. 430 death runes collected. That should get me 6 kills this trip, hopefully. Awaiting my death. All right, lucky trip number 3, baby. I have the despawn timer set. I really hope I can get it here, dude. I just hate collecting the death runes right now. That's like by far my least favorite part of this because the world hop timers are unfortunately just very, very inconsistent. We got more rune crossbows, still not picking them up, but we are at 17 kills now. And mud runes for kill number 19. That's another trip down. 400 death runes used, 6 kills. That was like over 4 hours to prepare for that trip because that was a lot of death runes. Made it back to our stuff and we're pretty much gonna go straight back to the death rune spawn and just prepare for another trip. Aside from the fact that I accidentally attacked a wolf, we are done here. 406 death runes. Well, I'm probably gonna go restore, but I was more so talking about the death runes.
Oh, the death runes.
Yeah.
I was like, how are you gonna make this work with
Yes! Yes!
Let's
yes!
go!
Yes! Yes!
That's what I'm
Dude!
talking about, baby!
Jim, you did it!
I did it! It was me this whole
Oh
time!
my god, bro! Oh, that is such a relief, dude. That is such a weight. That literally took me 20 hours, dude.
And you look handsome as well.
And I look handsome. The single biggest upgrade to my range gear that I could have gotten. I'm just gonna drop this stuff. I don't need it. I don't care about it. Damn, I'm looking good, bro. This body is 25 range bonus just by itself. The studded body was 8. So this is literally more than triple the bonuses that the studded body gave me. Such an insanely good upgrade. I am so glad that's done. No more wilderness for me. I am so happy, dude. This is such a big win. This was actually the first trip where I decided to just let the drainer guards kill me right here instead of going all the way to Karamja and getting poisoned. This is our new gear setup and it is looking damn good. I am so happy with this 94 range bonus. And picking up some bronze arrows because we have another little upgrade to chase. We're gonna be going back into the ancient cavern where we got our U short bow, but we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. We're gonna be killing water fiends, everyone's least favorite monster, I think. There is one way I can kill these guys. I actually have to wait for the aggression timer to go away, and I can do that by waiting up here on the staircase. There's 2 things I want from water fiends, the blue d'hide vambraces and the rune med helm. Both are honestly pretty rare, and I shouldn't even be hunting them. I'm only here just to see if I can get a lottery ticket, basically. Fun fact, med helms in this game don't have any negative range bonus, making them a perfect little tank helm for rangers, which is exactly what I want it for. I'll see you in 10 minutes and then I'll show you the safe spot. So it's actually super simple. This guy spawns on that tile every single time, and this is a perfect safe spot to kill these guys with. Unfortunately, my DPS is so bad and these guys have such high defense that these kills are very long and my arrows are probably gonna start disappearing, but I just wanted to see if I could get the blue d'hide vambraces or the rune med helm. Either one I'd be super happy with. Okay, what's our first drop? Nothing. Okay, I mean, we got vials of water. I don't need those, but no way, dude. 4 kills. It took 4 kills to get something I wanted. That's 1 in 64. What is wrong with me today? This is unreal. Look at this beauty. No negative range bonus. It's perfect. Okay, well, I honestly wanted the blue d'hide vams a little more, but I'm super happy to have gotten this. This is such a great item to have. This is probably going to be what I take into the fire kit because I have no way to heal myself. So, like, making mistakes is so brutal. Having any extra defense is going to be so helpful. That's going to be my last kill. I'm pretty happy with this, though. We got 8K. I burned through all my arrows pretty much, and we got the rune med helm. It's time to take you on a journey. My journey to obtain the impossible boots. The boots that this game does not want me to have on this account. This is an incredibly special story to me, and it begins a couple weeks ago when I first wanted to obtain a pair of boots for this account. The Boots of Lightness. Any account can obtain these within about 15 minutes of spawning into the game. They're located in the basement of the Temple of Ikov dungeon. These are some of my favorite boots in the game, by the way. I wore them when maxing my main account. They reduce your weight. They look good. I wanted these on Richard Tape. So what's the twist here? Why are they impossible to get? Well, a lot of things make this impossible considering I only have 1 inventory slot. Roadblock number 1, the light source. To get into the basement and grab the boots, you need a light source. So you might be thinking, okay, get a light source. Question for you, how do you light something without the second inventory slot for a tinderbox? Well, you can't, right? So naturally, I started to look into wearable light sources so that I didn't need to have anything in my inventory. I promise you that every single wearable light source I looked into had some sort of roadblock that made it impossible without a second inventory slot. Well, at this point, I'm pretty hopeless. I can't light a candle, I can't wear a light source, and then I thought, wait, what's the point of even thinking about this? Because roadblock number 2, if my only inventory slot is a light source, how do I pick up the boots? I don't have any inventory space to pick them up. This is where I gave up. Or did I? Is that what you think this is about? Giving up? You think I'd give up on the boots of lightness? Really? How dare you? I hit the drawing board again after 2 weeks because I had just found the first solution to the roadblock. I know that no human in the history of RuneScape has needed to light something with 1 inventory space before, and to that I said, watch me. So we trade exactly 4 coins for an unlit torch. Okay. I've tried this with a lot of different things. I tried this with a candle, but will it work on a torch? Can I use this on the range? Oh my god, yes you can. Step 1 solved. I can light something with 1 inventory spot. Oh my god, and I can actually drop it in its lit form. This is really special, actually. This is a really special discovery. I can have a light source on this account. But how do I pick up the boots if there's this torch in my inventory? I still can't figure that out. Honestly, though, did anyone know you could do that? Because I had no idea you could light a torch that way. That is so cool to me, dude. This method of lighting a torch wasn't even on the wiki, so I imagine this is a very unknown method of lighting something, although extremely niche and probably only good for my situation. The next roadblock honestly seemed insurmountable. I'm very aware of how light source mechanics work in dark spaces. To pick up the boots, I need to get rid of my light source, but the game physically doesn't let you get rid of your light sources when in dark spaces. This can be seen in the Lumbridge Swamp Caves. The game knows you'd be left without a light source, and it doesn't let you drop it or put it out. After some digging and a little experimenting, however, I noticed that the Temple of Ikov basement was coded entirely different to other dark spaces in the game. In fact, I think it might have been the first dark space in the game. This basement predates the Lumbridge Swamp Caves by almost 3 full years, and it was made in a bit of a janky way. The devs created 2 instances of the same exact room and transferred you between them based on whether you had a light source or not, and the dark version of the room didn't even have the boots in the corner. And so I noticed that it did let me extinguish my candle down here, but would immediately teleport me to the dark instance of the basement close to the staircase. So I had a theory. If I can extinguish and drop my light source in the same game tick that I pick up the boots of lightness, therefore trading the slots that they're occupying, I could theoretically be teleported out and still have the boots in my inventory all in 1 game tick. Could this really work? That's what I wanted to figure out. So I just tabled my yew shortbow so that I could keep this sword on me. I'm gonna need a sharp weapon to cut through the web that the boots are sitting in. Let's light our torch, which I believe is the only light source this is possible with. I still am fascinated by this. We still have some time. I just have to be precise because as soon as I drop my torch, I completely lose it. I'm gonna have to do this all over again. So we have to be precise and quick. Yes, it's actually possible. I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure if it was gonna be possible, but I got him. We traded the torch for the boots. Minus 5 kilograms from the weight, and we now have a pair of boots. Very, very nice. I'm so happy, dude. I know I've said it already, but I just didn't think that was gonna be possible. I have a pair of boots that I actually couldn't imagine myself wearing on here. It was a little risky, but we got our yew shortbow back, and we have everything now. We have everything we could possibly ever want in life except good ammunition and maybe a cape. But I'm actually super happy with the weight reduction from these boots. It's gonna come in handy. So this was just such a fun thing to do, such a fun thing to figure out. Oh, I guess I'll be seeing you in a very long finale episode. Before you watch the final episode of the 1 inventory slot saga, I'd like to once again thank Michael R. Miller for sponsoring the entire series. Click the link in the description to listen to Songs of Chaos on Audible. I know you'll love it. And now, back to the video. I don't think I ever could have anticipated just how slow the journey has been to getting these stats. I think I could get these stats within 1 or 2 days on a normal account, but it's been a full month with 1 inventory slot, and this is what perfection looks like, I guess. Obviously, we have an insanely big challenge coming up. I've done fire capes with low stats and low supplies before, but this is so different. I mean, I get to take in 1 item to survive all 63 waves of the fight caves with low stats, and I don't even have any arrows yet, which is our biggest obstacle before we can even step foot in that cave. I came back here just to feel this out a bit more. This is something I could do for adamant arrows. As we know, I'd have to spend around 8 hours here just prayer flicking non-stop to get enough arrows for the fight cave, and you'd think that adamant arrows are great, but rune arrows are 20% better, and that actually makes a massive difference when we're talking about a 4 or 5 or 6 hour fire cape where I'm trying to precisely play. I mean, the difference in arrows alone could mean an extra hour that I have to spend in that cave laser focused, able to make a game-changing mistake that just ends the run. As much as I'd love to spend 8 hours getting inferior arrows, I really feel like rune arrows are what we need. So the question is, how do we get our hands on the arrows that change everything? I've been collecting bronze arrows for the last hour because we have a master plan here. I have 600 arrows to use, but I only have part of this plan figured out, so it's more like an amateur plan, actually. These 600 arrows are going to be used at pest control. I did say I was going to go back, and I have 2 great reasons for doing so. As far as I'm aware, right now, the 1 item I am forced to bring into the fight caves is 1 full prayer potion. I'm trying to maximize range accuracy, so I'll have a minimal amount of prayer bonus, and I'll have to prayer flick perfectly for the entire fight cave, and that 1 prayer potion buys me margin of error. Now, I can slightly expand my margin of error by getting my prayer level up, not only by getting extra prayer points, but also jumping a restoration bracket. Getting 48 prayer jumps me up a bracket, and suddenly my prayer potion restores 4 extra total prayer points, which is a really big deal when the margins are this tight. Last episode, I also set myself the goal of getting 100k cash, and pest control makes me some money, but I'm moving this goalpost. I actually need 200k cash, and we're gonna hope that's enough. I believe I need to win 134 games of pest control to get 48 prayer, and that is not including how many times I'm gonna have to leave to get more arrows, so I honestly don't know how long I'm gonna be here. But this is my home for at least the next 8 or 9 hours, and probably more like 11 or 12. I don't really know, but we'll see. First 100 points ready to go. 45 prayer mystic might unlocked. That might come in handy. Oh boy, time to collect another 600 arrows. And there is 46 prayer, 2 levels to go. Just ran out of arrows mid-game, so you know what we have to do now. Another 100 points used on a prayer, and that's not 47? Okay, my bad. I've got another 100 points to use, and here comes 47 prayer. It's everyone's favorite time, arrow time. Oh, there we go. That's the last game. Just a cool, casual 10 hours to get 48 prayer, but we have jumped a restoration bracket, and I'm very, very happy about it. So this basically gets me an extra 8 prayer points, 4 that I'll always have, and 4 from the prayer potion that's going to be in my 1 inventory slot. It is tempting to get 49 prayer just to have an ace up my sleeve in a way and have it as a last resort, although if my prayer goes down, I'm most likely dead. I'm pretty close to 65 range. I'm honestly tempted to just go back in there and finish it off. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. You know, I still needed the money, so it's not like this was a waste of time, and that is 4 total range levels that I gained with this pest control grind. 65 range. Now that we've officially finished with pest control, let's see how much money we've made over the last 11 hours or so. Okay, 113k in here plus the 6k that I deposit now. I'm gonna have to drop this 700 GP. I think I had a little bit of money here beforehand, but let's just say 119k over the course of like 11-12 hours. Money is extremely difficult to make on this account, so having a stash of 119k is a good start, but it's not quite our 200,000 GP goal, so I'm gonna have to engineer some ways to make more money. This money goal is the priority right now. I can't enter the fight cave until I finish it because it's my only way of getting rune arrows as far as I'm aware. I'm not even sure if it'll work, but if it does work, it's gonna be very rare risky, but we really can't do anything until we get the money we need. So I've been messing around in Varrock for a little bit. You might look at my chat and see a lot of different sword prices. Why am I checking sword prices? I withdrew 2k from Clan Wars because I want to buy myself an adamant sword real quick. We can only withdraw from the coffer in increments of 1,000, so we do need to get our final 80 GP somehow. It shouldn't be that hard though. 7 coins. Then we do 2 pickpockets. That's 2067. Now we just give 2 GP to Charlie the Tramp and we'll have our Addy sword. Okay, so the sword is actually going to be for a little later. Who is selling 800 mithril swords? Anyway, the sword is for a bit later. We're going to employ a strategy right now to make money because we still need 80,000 GP to finish this goal. Step 1 to any good strategy is death, so that's exactly what we're doing. I have to leave my stuff here because we're going back into the wilderness, baby. Start the despawn timer. I have no idea how good this is to make money, but my options are so limited. There are so few ways to make money with one inventory slot. Whoa, is that an iron scimitar? I know it's an iron scimitar. I actually need this thing. I need to get my hands on a looting bag. Go figure. It's like the only way of making this method work at all. Now, as always, if I have a theory, I'm not going to test it on a different account because I think it's so much fun to just figure out if it works. And I'm pretty sure this is going to work, but I'm honestly not. It's not 100%. It's like more like 90-95%. Well, I've wasted 7 minutes killing skeletons, so I'm just going to go over to the rats because I have a despawn timer going. I can't really afford this right now, so I just need a looting bag. Okay, we got our looting bag. 10 minutes wasted so far, so we gotta hurry. I know what you might be thinking, at least some of you. I know half of you don't even play this game, but I know I can fill this looting bag full of steel plate bodies. But the quirky part of this is I hope to take it over to the Fountain of Rune, which will give me infinite runes, because normally alchemy is impossible on this account. I have 1 inventory slot. I can't have the runes in my inventory. So the fountain acts as my runes and I can just alch whatever's in my inventory. The cash should drop to the floor and everyone's happy, and I hope it'll work, and it should work. Wow, I'm gonna be honest, I am finding no steel plate bodies, so I'm gonna resort to stocking up on some staves of earth. They're not as good. I think they're 800 coins instead of 1200, but I mean, it's something at least. I just can't find any steel plate bodies. I've done almost a full run through the world list and I don't really have any options to wait because all my stuff is on the floor in Draenor Village right now, so I guess I'm just stocking up on some staves. Oh, we have a full looting bag. Okay, I have spent a lot of time here, way more than I intended to, because we're already half an hour into the despawn timer. That is kind of crazy. I also can't high alch this stuff. I can only low alch, so it's not gonna be as much money as I thought, but it's still gonna be a lot more money than doing pest control for multiple hours. I mean, anything to make a dent in this 200k goal, man. We are about to be so smart. There it is. Okay, so we break this looting bag and okay, we got mainly steel plate bodies in here. I didn't really take a look, but yeah, we're gonna be low alching 1 at a time. We drop the cash stack over here. 800 coins a plate body. It's not too bad. A genie as well. Hello. What do I use this lamp on? Prayer, I guess? I don't know. Prayer, sure. If someone comes and kills me for the equivalent of like 16,000 gold, I'm gonna be pretty upset, but I will manage. If that is my fate, I will manage. I love how I have to pick up individual stacks of coins that are on the same pile. 21,000 gold. Now, honestly, not bad. I am genuinely really happy with that because that is so much money for this account. I wish I could do another trip because that was originally the plan, is I was going to do 2 trips, but the steel plate body luck is just not there right now. So we're just going to walk down, follow the coastline so we can make it out of here safely with this money. It is straight to Ferox Enclave and we now have 138k. Why does it feel like I just climbed a mountain to make that money and it feels like our cash stack didn't even move? Don't get me wrong, we're 62k away from the goal now, but it just feels like I don't know, I have to go get my things. All our things are safe. We're fine. It is officially adamant sword season. I have not made 200k yet. Please stop asking. What am I doing with this adamant sword, you may ask? Well, 2 things on the agenda: defense and hit points. I'm going into this fight cave with no food, which means all the hit points I have are the hit points I have. Defense helps me preserve those hit points, and I've decided I want to live. But what defense level should I get? It is adamant sword season. There's 41. It's time to bring back one of my favorite segments on the show, discussing the next 5 days of my life. I ended up getting 50 defense after 4 hours on the beach, which only got me 1 hit point level. And yeah, I decided I wanted 49 prayer, so I did end up spending another 2.5 hours of pest control. Yeah, baby, 49 prayer. This could actually help though. This could genuinely save me at some point. Also an extra prayer point. I made a little over 20k from from those pest control games, putting me at 158k, just 42,000 away from the goal. I started to do a bunch of different things to make money. I pickpocketed for 4,000 GP. I had to go collect more arrows. I got another 100 pest points. Yes, I went back for another 2 hours. Got myself a brand new adamant sword because I went back to sand crabs for 11 hours to get 60 defense. I was extremely happy with this defense level at this point and saw no reason to go any higher. This will definitely make me feel a lot safer in the cave. And finally, I went to temple spiders with the last of my bronze arrows, hoping for a good drop, and sure enough, I got a rune med helm and sold it for 9k. And after some time here, I realized I had enough to finish off the 200k GP goal. I was finally done. We came out on the other side of this 5-day adventure, having made 60k cash, getting 20 defense levels, a prayer level, and many other mental victories that we don't even have time to list. Now, it was time to see if it was all worth it. I told myself that I would never do a grind like this again, that I would never go sleepless for a RuneScape goal ever again. I did it many years ago during Swampletics for vampires. I made myself miserable, and unfortunately, the only way for me to get rune arrows on this account is to make myself miserable. According to my calculations here, if I can stay awake at the archery minigame in the ranging guild for 13 hours straight, I can gather 60,000 archery tickets exactly and exchange them for 1,500 rune arrows. I've thought about ways to potentially not do this in one go, and there really isn't a good answer to that. And I have easily spent 25 hours making all of this money on here, and if I lose focus during this was all for nothing. Here's how it's gonna work. I pay this guy 200 coins to take part in the archery minigame. He is going to drop me 10 arrows on the floor, which I can just pick up and put into my ammo slot, and I can shoot this target 10 times. Every time I hit the target, I'll get a certain amount of points based on where I hit the target, and after I finish up these 10 arrows, I'm gonna get archery tickets as a reward. And you can exchange 2,000 archery tickets for 50 rune arrows in the reward shop. So I got 67 archery tickets there. They're just gonna drop to the floor each time. You'll notice there's a timer next to those archery tickets. That is how long I have until they despawn. So I basically have to juggle them so that they never hit 0. In fact, it looks like they drop to 2 different piles, so I actually have to pick up both piles and redrop them, and that will reset their timer. But in theory, if there's another player that happens to come to the ranging guild, they would be able to see my archery tickets once this timer hits 120. So I actually have to be way more vigilant than even the 3-minute despawn timer. As of right now, I am completely locked in. If I leave right now, my archery tickets are going to despawn, so I'm literally stuck here for the next 13 hours. It's not like I can pick up my archery tickets and my coins and just log out. I am forced to be here until I am done. I think it's stressful now. Wait until I get 50,000 tickets on the ground, then it'll be really stressful. I will keep you updated on how my 13-hour session goes. Alright, so there's our first range level from this grind. We're actually approaching the first hour here. Feeling good right now. I know I won't be in, in like 6 or 7 hours, but we've crossed the 10,000 ticket mark, so we're over 2 hours in. I'm still feeling good right now. Still feeling good. $68 range. Over 3 hours in right now. The range XP is pretty decent from this. Oh my god, I had a heart attack. That is so close. There's a clue step here, so people come here sometimes. Thankfully, I had my archery tickets above the 120-second mark, so this guy could not see them. I'm gonna have to hop worlds again. There's 20,000 tickets over 4 hours in. We're a third of the way. We are a third of the way there. We're a little over 5 hours, and I am definitely getting a little tired. I honestly wish I started this under better conditions. You can even see in my chat that I tried putting my archery tickets on a table just so I could leave for a little bit. I have left a couple times. I just risk my archery tickets each time. So, well, we had another player come, so I can show you guys the world hop process that I go through. I basically just try to drop and come back for both things really fast. We're on the edge of getting 30k tickets right now. He's already gone. People just do the clue step and they leave, but if someone sees 30,000 archery tickets on the ground, which is, you know, it's a little over 200k, they're gonna pick them up, so I have to hop worlds. It's just not worth the risk, and I just rejuggle everything. We are 8 hours in, 70k cash left in the inventory right now, 40,000 tickets on the ground. Honestly, the only thing scaring me right now is a big mistake that makes all these tickets disappear. I think I would cry. I actually think I would cry if I let these tickets disappear at this point. So I'm focusing up. 4 hours left, maybe 5. I don't even know why I'm recording right now. We passed 50K a while ago, but yeah, we've got what, a little under 2 hours left. We can do this. 5,000 tickets to go. We're so close at this point. It's taking everything in me to not make a dire mistake with 55,000 archery tickets on the ground right now, but 1 hour left. One more. I have never wanted to sleep so badly. I know we're about to complete this. This honestly felt worse than vampires, at least recency bias. Obviously, you know, vampires was 3 years ago, but this was, I mean, I was awake twice the amount of time for that one, and this one still felt a lot worse. So the issue with this is I do need exactly 60,000 tickets because it's increments of 2,000, and if I go over, it's not gonna work. Okay, this is turning into a mess. I'm just gonna grab this 63. Let's just go with 60,001. I would get it to exactly 60,000 if I had any energy left in me right now. 60,001 archery tickets. It was 13 hours, exactly like I expected. It was actually a little more, but we even got 71 range out of this grind. I did not expect to be going into the fire cape with more than 65 range-ish, but I am going to bed. I will see you tomorrow and we'll figure this ticket situation out. Good morning, it's a new day. We're gonna be going over to the Fountain of Rune with all of these archery tickets, and if someone kills me for them, I will simply cry to sleep. The series is over. Everyone can subscribe for the next one. We just need to alch one archery ticket and we are home free. Okay, that's not good. I just got poisoned and I obviously don't have any food on me, so this just got a little sketchy, I think. Okay, we gotta do this quick. Low alch 1. Yes, we have 60,000 exactly. Let's just get the hell out of here. I don't know if I can make it to safety before dying. This poison is pretty rough. I think I literally have to interface stall here just to delay the poison enough so I can live. This is so bad. Please. Please. Redemption. Yes. Okay, we're gonna be fine. That's so funny. See, I actually did end up needing redemption. What a beautiful unlock for me. I'm gonna have to wait this poison out a bit longer, but thankfully I do have redemption just to keep healing myself, so this did work out pretty nicely. Okay, we made it. We're fully healthy. We have 60,000 tickets exactly, so let's go get our rune arrows. What a roller coaster this entire grind was. I mean, the sleepless 13 hours into the wilderness trip to risk it all just to get exactly 60,000. This is gonna be so satisfying. 30 sets of rune arrows. Yes, we're done. This is looking like our final setup as well. 94 range bonus and the literal strongest arrows I can get. There's a lot of pressure to get this cape first try. Easily 30 hours went into getting these arrows, not to mention the archery ticket thing was miserable, and I'll have to do it all over again if I die in that cave. Now that we have rune arrows, there's only one thing missing, and that's a prayer potion. Sorry, I have to stop myself right there. It's time for an embarrassing confession on how I wasted over 10 hours of my time. Remember when I got 57 thieving last episode so that I could use grubby keys on the chest and get supplies from it, mainly potions? Right, well, somehow I entirely overlooked the fact that I can't decant the potions. Like, if I get a couple 2-dose potions, I can't combine them. I can't get a 4-dose prayer potion from here, and I didn't realize that until I had spent 10 hours hunting for grubby keys down here. Not to mention every single key I opened was garbage anyway, but after 10 hours, I finally made the realization, and I realized I only had one choice. For a third time, welcome back, crazy archaeologist. It's pretty much the only way for me to get a 4-dose prayer potion, and I hate that it is because I just keep coming back here, and it also means I have to farm the death runes again, and that is such a slow process. But there was no more time to waste, so I got straight to it. Nothing like 2 straight hours of death rune collection to get the blood pumping, you know? Oh, it's time for the red d'hide body grind all over again, but this time at least we're hunting something that's twice as common, so that is pretty nice. Business as usual. We're just going until we get the prayer potion. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. We got a bunch of them last time. Yes, that's so quick. I love it. Yes, we're done, baby. I only used 150 death runes or whatever. No, I can't even do anything, man. That's... And why so toxic, bro? You just killed the defenseless opponent for a prayer potion. Oh, that timing, literally 5 more seconds and I'm out of there. Man, those death runes took me hours to get, and I literally had the thing I was looking for. I had the prayer potion in my inventory. Just spent another 2 hours collecting 307 death runes, so hopefully this is enough to get another prayer potion. I just love hopping worlds and finding death runes. It's one of my favorite things, I think. In the world, maybe? I feel like top 3. Well, 51. Just reset the stats and we are going back for hopefully our final kill of the trip. I'm really hoping I can get one more with these 67 death runes. Otherwise, it's back over to Feldip Hills and we're spending another 3 hours collecting more death runes. This is life right now. This is life. Yes! Yes! Oh, on the final kill of the trip too. 20 death runes left. I'm done. There's no one around to kill me this time. That was the last item on the agenda. Despawn timer is still healthy, but let's get back to our things. It's time! It's time! I did accidentally shoot some spiders with 4 of my rune arrows, but otherwise, everything is perfect. I'm very, very happy. Prayer potion acquired, rune arrows loaded, 72 range, 61 hit points. Actually higher than I expected those to be, so it's a bonus. We need to get this cape first try. The rune arrows took me over 30 hours. The prayer potion took me about 8, so close to 40 hours of prep for one attempt. I need to be top of my game, laser focused, no mistakes. I especially don't want to do the archery ticket thing again, but also the prayer potion is kind of miserable to get to, so I'm not even getting myself a cape before this. I have to earn it. Richard Tape has never worn a cape, and I want the first cape he wears to be a fire cape. We have 1 prayer bonus in this setup, which means every prayer point is precious to me. They are very easy to waste, and I cannot afford to waste them. As per usual, I did the nerdy thing and rotation scouted. Of all 15 rotations that you could get for your 63 fight cave waves, rotation 2 appears to be the easiest for my situation. And with 1 full prayer potion, I have 125 total prayer points to complete this. All we have to do is make 3 minutes worth of prayer last, what, 5 hours? And of course, I have no food whatsoever, so every mistake is going to be extremely punishing. My biggest concern, actually, is going to be to pick up every single arrow that I shoot, which will get extremely annoying later on. One thing that I'm genuinely very concerned about is the level 360s, because if I take too long to kill them, my rune arrows will disappear, and that's going to be like 60 or 70 rune arrows on the ground. Like, actually caring about the ammo that I'm using it could be genuinely detrimental to later in the run. I guess we'll find out, because if I have to go pick up my arrows next to a major that can melee me for a 54, it's just not going to be a good time. So I am taking my sweet time, especially with the bats. These bats are the most annoying monster in this cave. If I get hit by one, even if it hits me for a 0, it'll drain my prayer, and I really cannot be having that. And yes, I will be picking up all of these arrows. No, that's gonna hit me. I already screwed up. Well, that's a good introduction to the Rangers, because that just goes to show that these guys will pretty much always tear right through me, so I have to make sure I'm praying against them. Our very first lizard guy, it's kind of like a little breath of fresh air when you get these guys, because you know it's just a chill ride until wave 30, basically. Wave 28, and we are looking very, very good so far. Still no prayer points used, which is kind of expected. I usually start slipping after wave 30. That's when there's way more things to focus on and potentially mess up with. I have taken a little bit of damage. In fact, I'm a little sketched out of starting the major waves because I am in a one-shot range. Okay, now it gets real. Now is when I really need to focus, because this is where mistakes get very, very punishing. Let's lure this guy over here. Oh, my bad. Let me explain prayer flicking in 10 seconds real quick. Basically, prayer drain doesn't begin until the second game tick that you have your prayer on. So what I'm doing here is turning on and off my prayer in exact 0.6 second intervals to never use prayer. As long as your rhythm is perfect, you will not use any prayer. Wow, I'm actually impressed with that. 30 arrows on the ground, that's not, oh. Okay, I thought I was gonna get hit there for a second, but we're good. I do have to grab those arrows. This is such an annoying part of this cave. I've never had to do a cave like this where I have to just slave away over every arrow that's on the ground. I mean, this is a stack of 26. Of course I have to pick it up, but I have to pick it up while not getting hit a 50. These major kills are definitely extremely long. Even though we have decent accuracy with our gear setup, they just have so much defense. These kills are so slow. As you can see, I made a little bit of a boo-boo. I did lose my first prayer point, unfortunately. Wave 37. I made it to wave 37 without using any prayer at all. As much as I hate it, I kind of just have to sit here and regen HP. I really wanted to do this run without taking any big hits, but I have to at least get a little bit over one-shot range. 51 arrows on the ground after that one, so the kills do vary a lot. I believe we'd need 80 arrows on the ground for them to start disappearing. We also have rangers on these waves now. I unfortunately did lose another prayer point, so I'm on 47, and it was because I was picking up arrows. I knew that would be a cause of me losing prayer points. Please kill this bat. Please, please, please. Oh, that's a little annoying. 2 prayer points lost. That was poorly handled. That was very, very poorly handled on my part. I could have done a lot better there. The worst part is I wasted 5 prayer points on wave 41. That was by far my biggest mistake. What? No, I put my, I had my prayer on. I swear I did. I rolled the evidence. I absolutely put it on in time there. That was so sad. If that was lag, that is really scary because I am in one-shot range right now. In fact, I am comfortably in one-shot range and I have to finish this kill now. Okay, well, I am still in one-shot range. I have to pick up my arrows. And I have to go straight into this next kill while still in one-shot range. What am I doing? I should have paused it. I should have paused the cave. Why am I doing this to myself? There's so much pressure when you know you can be one-shot. Not even close. Okay, we gotta get our arrows. No, that's bad. That's really bad. You're supposed to go in front of him. No, you're supposed to be in front. This is a situation... Are they gonna be... Oh shit, they're gonna be same ticked. This is so bad. This is so bad. This is so bad. This is gonna be janky, but it's the only way I can think to solve this. All right, this can work. This can work. We're fine. I think we're fine now. Oh my god, that was a little sketchy because if he got 2 good hits on me, I can't heal. I am literally at the mercy. So we sacrificed some prayer, but I think it was completely worth it because if I didn't greed at least a couple prayer points there, it's very, very likely that I just get 2-shot by that meleeer. Okay, and I logged out because I kind of have to engineer this wave. I marked this tile because this tile should trap the blob. The ranger's not gonna be able to hit me, and then I actually need to lure over the major. Then I need to get back to the blob safe spot. Okay, hopefully I make it in time. Yes, I will. Nice. Okay, he's trapped. He can't hit me. And now the melee is also trapped. Okay, wait. Actually, this is... Okay. We gotta long range this. We definitely have to long range this. I don't have the range. Okay, that works though. That works. We'll get it done. It'll be slower, but we'll get it done. We might even lose some arrows on this, but that's completely fine. We have a little situation here where these 2 will attack me at the same time, and I can only pray against one of them if I step out. But I believe if I walk 2 tiles north, I should delay the ranger's attack by 1 tick, and then I should be able to just prayer flick alternate these guys. I'm pretty sure this works. Yes, it does. Okay, nice. Since I'm 1 tick alternating, I'm also not losing any prayer during this. So I made 3 pretty brutal prayer mistakes, and I still haven't even sipped a prayer potion yet. We are 28 prayer points on wave 57. Well, I can't believe it's come to this, but we are on wave 62, and I still have over half my prayer points. I haven't even touched the prayer potion. I've never done this well at prayer management, and I still made 3 brutal mistakes. 15 of my prayer points were lost on 3 separate waves where I just screwed up the spawns. Obviously, it's not over yet. I can still make a brutal mistake that just ends all of my work here. But let's be honest, the stat I'm most proud of is the fact that I've let 5 total rune arrows despawn over the course of this cave. That's it. I've been so diligent. Those were basically unrecoverable. I just need to close this out. Dying to Jad, at how close to perfect this run has been, I need to close this out more than anything in my life right now. Okay, we're just going straight into it. I will not be able to pick up those arrows, unfortunately. And you know what? I still have a full prayer potion. I grinded for this view. I'm just gonna use it. I'm still gonna need to prayer flick this fight, but I don't need to be as precise, it seems. Oh, I hate when that happens. One of the healers got stuck. Get over here, please. Thank you. The final stretch, baby. Let's finish the account. Yes! Let's go, dude. Oh my god, 7 hours and 10 minutes. We don't talk about it. I don't care. Give me my cape. I don't care about the time. The account is complete. The first cape on Richard Tape. It was meant to be just because that rhymes. Oh my god, it looks so good, dude. 1 inventory slot fire cape completed. Damn, what a journey. What a journey. 7 hours and 10 minutes in that damn cave. That is miserable. That is so miserable. Damn, are we going for the pet? I still have 1 prayer potion dose. We could go straight, in theory, we could go straight back in right now, except I don't have the arrows. Damn, that feels so good, dude. It feels so good to look at that on this account. Just a great accomplishment. Great trophy account. You guys know I live for this stuff. This was a small series I wanted to make a year ago, and I'm so happy to call it completed. From extremely humble beginnings, we fast forward over 250 hours of playtime to get to this view. This is where the story of Richard Tape ends. But when one story ends, another one always begins.